That's my bad. What's up, Angel? Thanks for the gift. Bijan versus Dolphins. He's going to go off, I think, Sean, in my opinion. Appreciate that gift, too, Sean. What's up? Go, Pack, go. I see you, Jeremy. What's happening? What's up, Angel? How you doing? Take lunch with Bryce Young. Out. Yep, you sure are. I just saw that Bryce Young is out for the day. Good Sunday morning, Facebook and YouTube. How you doing? I am Kendrick, the sports guy. I am live on TikTok as well. You know the deal. It's Sunday morning sports. This is your NFL preview show. We're going to give you about 30 minutes previewing this upcoming Week 8 kickoffs that we will be going down here in the next 58 minutes. But you know, if you're watching me on Facebook and YouTube, you know the drill. Come in, comment, like, share this to all your social media platforms. Also, make sure you comment. Let me know where you're watching from. And if you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe to the channels. That is Kendrick Sports Hustle and as well as TFG Sports Media. Doesn't cost you a dime. So again, I am also live on TikTok. If you haven't followed me on TikTok at Kendrick Henderson 51, you're missing the treat because it goes down in the chat in the Packers Man Cave, where it is a safe space. I see you, your plugs plug. Fly, Eagles, fly. And they may be flying against them Giants today. So go Pack, go. Can't wait. Jacob, yep, because we got a big game today. That is my Packers in the Steel City. It is going down in the Steel City Sunday night. I can't wait. But before we get to all that, let's get into this injury reports and all that good stuff. Also, I got to ask you, ladies and gentlemen, something. Did you know? I just found this out on ESPN on their Sunday NFL Countdown show. Did you guys know that today is National Tight Ends Day? Had never heard of it. Did anybody know that? Did y'all know that today is National Tight Ends Day? And I'm asking that because I'd like to know, who is your favorite tight end of all time? Jacob said, yep, he knew. I didn't. Who is your favorite tight end of all time? Put that in the chat. Let me see. It ain't got to be the best. You know, everybody want to do these GOAT conversations or who's the greatest of all time and all that. But it ain't about who's the greatest. It's about who's your favorite. Jacob says Tucker Kraft is his favorite. Since it's National Tight Ends Day, I got you. I feel you. Christian White, no, he's not back. He won't play, Big Bear. He's back, but he's not playing today. He's out. He's not gonna. He's still probably a few weeks out. Big Bear 73. I did check on that. Yeah, last year Pitts went off last year, and okay. Jared Cook will always be my guy because of that one catch. I hear you, amen. That was a hell of a catch too, wasn't it? I know what game you're talking about. We beat them damn Cowboys. I know. In Lambeau Field South. Yes. So again, just think about it. Put it in the chat. National Tight Ends Day. Who's your favorite? Zach Ertz. Yo, Piper, I got you. So let's get down to these news and notes for today. Get you ready for this injury reports. We do know the Eagles and the Giants got that big NFC East showdown. Wide receiver A.J. Brown for the Eagles is out. He won't play. Ian Rappaport reported he is dressing and very limited. Yeah, but from what I last checked, that they saying he's not playing. Big Bear, and I saw that on his. Yeah, I looked at the injury report. I don't think Christian Watson. He may dress, but I don't think he's going to play. What's up, K Swag? Appreciate that follow. But we'll see. We'll see tonight. Yeah, if he's going, you never know. We'll see at 7:20, won't we? Kelly Green uniforms today too. That's what's up. I also love Tony Gonzalez. Yeah, one of the all-time greats. But we do know, back to the injuries, Eagles, A.J. Brown is out versus the Giants today. As far as the Cowboys, cornerback Trevon Diggs has been put on the IR, so he's out for at least 4 games. He won't play, as well as safety Donovan Wilson. Elbow, shoulder, they both are out versus the Broncos. Again, we talked about the Falcons. Got a Falcons fan over here on my chat and TikTok. Kirk Cousins will get the start today versus the Dolphins. Michael Penix Jr., he has a bruised left knee bone that he suffered versus the 49ers on last week. Speaking of the 49ers, Mac Jones will get another start versus the Texans. Brock Purdy, that toe still isn't responding. He's out. He's been out since week 4. My guy Sean says he thinks Kirk will play good. He should. The Dolphins is a mess, you think, in my opinion. But again, Brock Purdy is out again. Wide receiver Ricky Pearsall for the 49ers, he is out today versus the Texans as well with a right knee injury. As far as the Commanders, they big Monday night game versus the Chiefs. They get back Terry McLaurin. He's been out for the last 4 weeks. They get back Debo Samuel, from that heel. He didn't play last week versus the Cowboys. They are expected to play versus the Chiefs, but they won't have their second-year quarterback Jaden Daniels due to that hamstring injury he suffered versus the Cowboys as well. Jalen Hurts perfect passing rating last week. Goddard, Smitty, and Saquon going to turn up. I see you, Ryan. Appreciate that gift, man. Much love to you. If we lose to the Dolphins, I think I need to find a new team, but I know I won't. Hey, man, you just never know. Anything can happen on any given Sunday, Sean. And I always say this, man. Those guys, they suit up. They put on they jock straps and they cleats and they shoulder pads just like any other team. Hell, we lost to the damn Cleveland Browns. And you see how that worked. So you just never know on any given Sunday. I know it's cliche, but it really is on any given Sunday. I appreciate that gift, Preston W. Aaron Glenn, shouldn't you be trying to win your first game right now? Who are you talking about, Utah? Juggler? Aaron Glenn. Oh, man, just some breaking news. Just came across, guys. I just got an alert. New York Jets former center, 41-year-old Nick Mangold, has passed away at the age of 41. Speaking of the Jets, former center for the New York Jets, Nick Mangold, has passed away at the age of 41. Wow. Let me see if I can get any update on that. Yeah, it just came down, ladies and gentlemen. Former New York Jets center Nick Mangold, a franchise legend who endeared himself to fans and teammates with his blue-collar, everyman demeanor, has died. The team just announced he was only 41 years old. Nick Mangold, wow. On October 14th, he announced that he was diagnosed in 2006 with a rare genetic disorder, that he was undergoing kidney dialysis. He directed his message to the Jets and Ohio State communities, asking for a kidney because no one in his family shared his blood type. So again, man, God, dog, what a way to start your Sunday. If you're just popping in, former New York Jets center Nick Mangold, 41 years old, one of the New York Jets cornerstones of that offensive line, a legend, has passed away at the age of 41. So definitely want to send our condolences out to the Jets family, to the Mangold family, and to the Ohio State family as well. What's up, King Kai? Do you play sports? I played high school basketball. So let's get back to these injuries, man. Wow, again, that just popped up just a few minutes ago. Let's get back to this injury report. The Washington Commanders, I just mentioned that Terry McLaurin and Debo Samuel will be available Monday night versus the Chiefs. They will be without quarterback Jaden Daniels. As far as the Tampa Bay Bucks, they will be without Mike Evans, their all-pro wide receiver. He broke his collarbone versus the Lions, and he's out for most of the regular season. Y'all losing today. Roger's finna we'll talk about that here in a minute. We ain't losing. You ready to lose today? Nah, Ashton, it's going down in the Steel City. Speaking of Mike Evans, he had 11 straight 1,000-yard receiving seasons, and that tied him with Hall of Famer Jerry Rice. He could have broke that record this season, but looks like it's not going to happen. But Mike Evans, Bucks wide receiver, broken collarbone, he is out for the season. Again, he had 11 straight 1,000-yard receiving seasons, and that had tied him with Jerry Rice, so he won't be able to break that record. As far as the Bucks, they also without wide receiver Godwin. Chris Godwin is out as well, so they're going to be hurting, but they playing the Saints. So I don't think they should have any problems beating the Saints today. How are Ravens doing? The Ravens ain't doing too well. They are 1-5, 1-6, and they are starting Tyler Huntley today. Lamar Jackson is not going to go. They're going to wait and hold him to Thursday. So it'll be Tyler Huntley. Cooper Rush has been demoted. So there you have it. So that tells you how the Ravens doing. At that point, they decided to go away from Cooper Rush and bring Tyler Huntley up from the practice squad and see what they can do with him. I think the Ravens season is pretty much it's on life support at this point. I don't know, as bad a dude as Lamar Jackson is, I don't think he got enough magic to resuscitate this season for the Ravens. Go Pack, go from Florida. What's up? Is that Lizelle, I believe? I hope I said that right. Yeah, that's what's up. From Florida in the house. That's what's up. Y'all make sure y'all tap that screen, get them lights up. What's up? Your mama is in the house. Good to see you back. He says, I'm excited to see Christian Watson play. He's a dog. It's my bye week, so I'm watching y'all play. What's up? Lesoul. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Hopefully I said it right. Charge it to my head, not my heart. Charge it to my head. What's up, K-Swag? Thanks for that gift. Other injuries to report. The Houston Texans will not have wide receiver Christian Kirk nor wide receiver Nico Collins. They both are out versus the 49ers. Christian Kirk with a hamstring issue, as well as Nico Collins with a concussion. So those are some of the injuries from around the way. Also, Panthers quarterback Bryce Young is inactive for today as well. Love your man cave. Go Pack, go. That's what's up. It's going to be awesome to see Watson back on the field. Everybody keeps saying he's suiting up, and they say, and I checked the injury report, and they said most likely he won't play. But if he's suiting up and he's going to be on the sideline, okay, let's see what he can do. Preston W said you should work for the Red Zone. I appreciate that, Preston. Appreciate the love. So yeah, we're gonna see. We're gonna see. So I'm gonna definitely keep my eye on this Christian Watson thing. My thing. I don't want to rush the kid back. Oh, speaking of which, Dontavian Wicks is on IR. He's not playing today, by the way. Speaking of the Packers at the Steelers, which is the Sunday night game. Big one, 4-1-1. My Packers sitting atop the NFC North versus the Steelers, 4-2, sitting atop the AFC North. How many sacks on Rodgers you got? I'm saying we're gonna get about 5 on Rodgers. That's what I'm saying. 100%, especially with a garbage Pittsburgh field. Ditto. I hope Christian Watson will suit up and play, man. He's too good tonight. Yeah, but I don't want to rush him either, man. I don't think we need to rush him on. I'd rather save him actually for when we play the Eagles on Monday night when the Eagles come to town in a couple of weeks. So I've seen you rush these players out there, and then again, like Yusel said, you got that trash field in Pittsburgh, man. Anything can happen. Juan Romo says, I have Green Bay Packers beating the Steelers. We're going to do that. What's up, Juan Romo? Go Birds. Fly, Eagles, fly. I see your Eagles in the house. Speaking again, the Steelers and the Packers get it on tonight. For us Packers injuries, Lucas Van Ness is out with a foot injury. Again, I just mentioned Dontavian Wicks. He is out, too, with a calf. Also questionable is defensive tackle Devontae Wyatt with the knee. He's questionable. Wide receiver Matthew Golden with the hip is questionable, but I'm sure he's going to play. Steelers, wide receiver Scotty Miller with a finger issue. He's out for the Steelers. So that is kind of the injury report. You have a good day. Okay, you have a good day, too. Appreciate the love. Make sure if you haven't followed me, make sure you follow me right here. Doesn't cost you a dime. Mr. Yamo Castro. Appreciate that. I think the key to this Pittsburgh Green Bay game is going to be which team can handle the rush, which team can handle the other team's run game, because the Steelers, they put up 147 yards against the Bengals last week, I believe. Oh, was it? Yeah. He and Jaylen Warren, we're going to have to keep him in check. He had 16 rushes for 127 yards, and he averaged 7.9 yards per carry. So our Packers defense is definitely going to have to keep that Steelers run game in check. That's how we are working Walter Nolan III, because he's been hurt for so long. So the key, in my opinion, is the rush defense of both these teams, because we can run the football too. Because then, you can run on the Steelers. Well, the Bengals showed that they can do that, because the Steelers D gave up 142 yards to the Bengals last week, 6.2 yards per carry. So I hope Matt LaFleur doesn't go away from the run game. Let's pound this thing. You know what I mean? So that's nice. Green Bay room getting mine back together. That's what's up, Mr. Yamo Castro. Oh, also, good game last week. My Cardinals and your Packers were shooting it out. It was awesome. Yeah, but I was mad, man. We sure should have put a 30-piece on them Cardinals. But I was so mad at some of the play calling that we was getting. We wasn't making plays when we needed to. But a win as a win. I can't wait until you all lose. Well, you're gonna be waiting a long time, Andrew. Keep waiting. Keep waiting, because it's going down in Pittsburgh tonight. So my thoughts on this Pittsburgh and Green Bay game, it's all the hype is going to be about A-Rod facing the former Packers and all that. That's going to be the big storyline. Is it a revenge game? This and that. I'm sure it is. I'm sure a little bit of A-Rod is want to stick it to the Packers. I get that. I get that. But at the end of the day, it's 11. It takes 22 men, 11 on offense and 11 on defense to win a game. It ain't gonna be just one guy. So it's been roast being a Cardinal fan. I'm quite sure is you like Brandon RB over 1.5 field goals made against Bronco today. He's definitely the Dallas Cowboys MVP. Well, obviously Dak Prescott too, but Brandon Aubrey, man, if you can just get it over the 50, get it to the 50, he give you a shot every time. He give you a shot to put 3 on the board, and it is nothing like having a weapon like that when he's Mr. Automatic, in my opinion. It ain't revenge until Aaron Rodgers plays for San Francisco. That's a very good point. But I'm looking forward to this 7:20 p.m. kickoff again. The Packers and the Steelers. We sitting at 4-1-1, and the Steelers is sitting at 4-2. Now I want to get you guys' opinion on the power rankings. Frank Schwab for Yahoo Sports. He does his weekly power rankings going into the week, and this is week 8. He also put these rankings out prior to the Thursday night game. So these rankings were prior to the Chargers beating up on the Vikings on this past Thursday. But here is those power rankings. Wisconsin Badger. What's good? Good. What's happening? Ravens or Bears? I think I'm going to ride with the Bears on this. I think the Ravens, I think they're on life support. And the Bears are playing pretty decent football. So my team is number 25. I'm just happy not to be in last place. I feel you. What's up, Dave? Appreciate the follow. So here are the rankings. I'm going to start at number 10 and go back to number 1. At 10, we got the New England Patriots at 5-2. At number 9, Frank Schwab. Again, this is his list, power rankings. Number 9, we got the Bucks at 5-2. At number 8, we got the Seahawks at 5-2. Number 7, we got the Denver Broncos at 5-2. At number 6, he has the Packers at 4-1-1. Number 5, he has the Bills at 4-2. Number 4, he has the defending Super Bowl champs, the Eagles, at 5-2. And number 3, he has the team with the best record in the NFL, the Indianapolis Colts, at 6-1. At number 2, he has the Lions at 5-2. And I'm quite sure you can probably guess who he has at number 1. He has them damn Kansas City Chiefs at 4-3 as the number 1 team in his weekly power rankings. I don't get that. I would not have the Chiefs at number 1. I know they got a good win over the Lions, all that. I get that. But nah. They got wins over the Giants, the Ravens, the Lions, and the Raiders. They have losses again versus the Jags, the Eagles, and the Chargers. Appreciate that follow, Big Ugly. But he has the damn Kansas City Chiefs as number 1 in his weekly power rankings. I couldn't do that. Lions over the Packers? Yep. How? And we beat the Lions? Yep. But again, this isn't my power rankings list. This is Frank Schwab for Yahoo Sports, NFL sports writer. He does a weekly one every day. What's going on, Juanito? How you doing? Good Sunday to you. So I definitely disagree with that, with the Chiefs being at number 1. I would probably have the Chiefs more like probably still around. I would have them probably at 10 still. I know they playing good football right now. They got some good wins, but I wouldn't put them at number 1 in the power rankings. I see you, Mickey. Go Bears. Seahawks beat the Jags, who beat KC. Seahawks are my number 1. Okay, I could rock with that, but I can't rock with the Chiefs being 1. I saw ESPN say we're most likely for 1 in the NFC. Yeah. So, again, this is his list just to give you some rankings of his other teams. He has the Chargers at 13 at 5-3. He has the Bears at 14. at 4-2. He has the Cowboys at 15 at 3-3-1. He has the Steelers at 17 at 4-2. He has the Ravens at 18 at 1-5. He has the Commanders at 20 at 3-4. He has the Vikings at 21 at 3-4. The Texans at 22 at 2-4. And I forgot the Rams are at 11 at 5-2, and the 49ers are at 12 at 5-2 as well. So again, that was Frank Schwab's Yahoo Sports Writer, his power rankings for Week 8. Again, I definitely don't agree with that Kansas City being number 1. I was just kidding, but it makes more sense than KC. It damn sure does, CV. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I can rock with yours more so than with that one. But again, that's his take. And again, we can argue that until we blue in the face. Speaking of best records in the NFL, I wanted to get your thoughts on it. You know, up in Week 8, we are now at the halfway point of the season, man. And now I said that now you can kind of see who's the pretenders and who's the contenders. So here are the best records in the NFL as we go into Week 8. Colts got the best record in the league at 6-1. Packers at 4-1-1. Broncos at 5-2. The Eagles at 5-2. The Lions at 5-2. Bucks at 5-2. The 49ers at 5-2. The Pats at 5-2. The Seahawks at 5-2. The Rams at 5-2. The Bills at 4-2. The Steelers at 4-2. The Bears at 4-2. The Chiefs at 4-3. The Panthers at 4-3. The Jags at 4-3. The Chargers at 5-3. So if you notice, we got a lot of teams sitting with 5 wins and 2 losses. You know, so are you surprised at any of these teams being where they are at this point? Jackson says, I truthfully believe the Packers are pretenders. This team has not shown me enough. Okay, I respect that. I would disagree. I think we contenders. Are we perfect? Hell no. There's not a dominant team in the NFL, and that's why I wanted to get your thoughts on this. When you think about it, there's not one team that just really stands out over any team in the league, truthfully speaking. And I'm saying that as a Packers fan. I'm a fan. I'm not a fanatic. A fanatic, they can't see their flaws in their team. A fan can see their flaws and acknowledge it, and also acknowledge other teams when they are pretty damn good. That's a fan. I'm not a fanatic. I'm a fan. Seahawks are surprising me this year, not going to lie. Me too, Kev. I appreciate that follow, Tushy. Noah from Port Washington, Wisconsin. That's what's up, Noah. How you doing? Ready to see tonight's epic matchup, and we all are ready to see that. I hate it's a Sunday night game because I work overnight, so I ain't gonna be able to watch the whole game, but I get to see some of it. Panthers surprising him. That NFC West is tough, man. You're right. 3 teams at 5-2. And Zona has lost 5 games by a total of 13 points. I'm glad you pointed that out because I was going to say that NFC West division is going to be a dogfight, just like the AFC West, I believe, is going to be a dogfight. I don't believe Kansas City is going to run away with that division. I think the Chargers and Broncos, and I said this before the season started, is going to give them a run for their money. Appreciate that gift, Jackson. Appreciate the love. So again, so that's what we got coming up. So here we go. Here we go. Noon kickoffs. I want to get you guys on the ones that's going to be taking place. We got the Jets at the Bengals. We got the Bears at the Ravens. We got the Dolphins at the Falcons. We got the Bills at the Panthers, and we got the Niners at the Texans, and the Giants at the Eagles, and the Browns at the Pats. Those are the noon kickoffs. Speaking of the Browns, I forgot to mention Shadur Sanders was questionable. He was on the injury report. I also already mentioned that Bryce Young for the Panthers, he's inactive for the Panthers today as well. I'm going to be watching that Texans and 49er game. So that's my thing. Lamar Jackson is out. Yes, he is. Lamar Jackson is out today. Tyler Huntley will be starting for the Ravens. I'm a Gators and Seahawks fan, and they both had a bye this week. Oh, yeah. So those are the noon kickoffs. Speaking of which, I got my NFL pick 6 up here as well for week 8. My 6 games that I picked the score for. Go Pack, go, baby. I see you, Justin. 49ers 5-2 at the Texans 2-4. The Giants 2-5 at the Eagles 5-2. The Browns 2-5 at the Pats 5-2. The Cowboys 3-1 at the Broncos 5-2. The Packers 4-1-1 at the Steelers 4-2. That's a Sunday night game again. and the Commanders 3-4 at the Chiefs 4-3. That's the Monday night game. So here are my winners, and here's my score. I got the Texans over the 49ers 23-20. Got the Eagles over the Giants 30-17. I got the Pats over the Browns 27-13. Yeah, and Kelly's about to take another L thanks to Jackson Dart. Okay. I got the Broncos 24-21 over the Cowboys. I got the Packers 27-17 over the Steelers. And I got the Chiefs 30-17 over the Commanders on Monday night. So those are my NFL pick six for this week. I see you, Sports Rumble with Ryan. Appreciate the gift. What's good with you? So that's it, man. We're going to get up out of here. Again, I am Kendrick, the sports guy. I'm here every Sunday morning at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time to give you your preview of the upcoming week games. And I hope you all enjoy your football Sunday. But before I get out of here, I got to mention one story, the Doug Martin story, former Bucks. And thank you, Kaysen. You rooting for the Texans today. Doubt they can beat Niners, but here's the hope. And I think they can pull it off, but they don't have Nico Collins nor Christian Kirk, so it's going to be tough. Raiders, I see you, Preston. Definitely want to, send condolences out to the Bucks and the Raiders family, as well as the Doug Martin family, man. Because of that was just a sad story, according to his family and his agent, that he had been dealing with some mental illness issues. And we've seen this so many times before, ex-football players, when they retire or they away from the game. Yeah, that's a sad story, CV, for sure. I definitely hate, my heart goes out to these players, man, and these families, man. 36 years old is so young. So it was an unfortunate circumstance for that. So definitely want to send condolences out to his family, the Martin family, as well as the Bucks and the Raiders family as well. And before I get out of here, guys, I don't like to get personal, but I got to get personal today because I want to dedicate this live show to a woman that meant so much to me. If you watched me on yesterday was the 2-year the anniversary death of my pops. My pops passed away 2 years ago on the 25th of October from colon cancer at the age of 75. So yesterday, when I did my live here on TikTok, I dedicated that segment to him. My pops and I had a complicated relationship. We really didn't reconnect until I was in my mid-40s, but we made peace, and I was able to share some moments with him. And so I dedicated my live show yesterday in honor of my pops, again, who passed away 2 years ago on yesterday. Well, on tomorrow, it'll be 20 years since my mother passed away. Go figure. Your pops passed away October 25th in 2023, and then your mother had passed away October the 27th, 2005. So October is a pretty difficult month, man. And so I dedicate this show to my mother because she was the first woman I ever fell in love with. I knew what her heartbeat sounded like before she probably ever knew. So tomorrow, it'll be 20 years since my mother passed away from stage 4 metastatic breast cancer at the age of 53. So it's always bittersweet this month. You see me smiling and doing my thing, but sometimes there's some pain behind this smile. So just thinking about my mother missing a whole lot of moments. She was only 53. She didn't see any of my children, her grandchildren graduate high school. She missed a whole lot of moments, and she would be kind of digging this thing, me seeing her oldest son doing this thing like this, because I was more of her quiet, reserved child, more so than I have a younger brother. So tomorrow it'll be 20 years since my mom last walked on this earth. So I will be going to visit her at her final resting place. But I definitely wanted to dedicate this show today to my mother, Carolyn Louise Henderson. It's been 20 years, man, and it still seemed like it was yesterday when we said our final goodbyes to her. So, man, y'all keep your boy lifted up in prayer on today. I'm gonna be watching some football, and as I be doing that, I'll be thinking about my mom's too, which she wasn't a big sports fan, but she loved the Bucks. she thought she thought Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was the greatest of all time, as well as Oscar Robertson. So that's her era. So I couldn't argue with my mom about that. You know what I'm saying? So that's a beautiful name and sound like a beautiful lady. And she was, man. So she was. I appreciate the beautiful words, Jackson. Appreciate the love. So, man, I didn't want to leave on that note, but I definitely wanted to acknowledge my mother. Because like the late Tupac said, there ain't a woman alive that can take my mama's place. Again, it's been 20 years, and we're gonna try to have a good day today. All right. My Packers gotta give me a win. Get a win for my mama. Come on, let's do this, Jordan Love and crew. Let's go ahead and put one in the W for mama. All right. All right, again, I am Kendrick, the sports guy. You guys can catch me here every Sunday morning at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. You can catch me on Saturdays as well at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, where we talking sports and all that good stuff. So there you have it. I want to see your man cave. Thank you, Drunken guys. I appreciate all the love in the chat. Again, you guys enjoy your football Sunday. Go Pack, go. I'm pulling for you. I got us beating them damn Steelers 27-17. I see you, Bucks fan. What's up, Lawrence? So again, you guys enjoy the rest of your Sunday. We got kickoffs happening here in the next 27 minutes. And you all take care. Have a great week. Be blessed, not stressed. And we will see you on the other side and on the next report. I am out. Deuces. All right, Facebook and YouTube. That's a wrap for me. You heard my salute to my mom. Tomorrow will be 20 years that we last laid eyes on her on this physical side. She has now crossed over to ancestral side for 20 years now. Still seems like yesterday. So I dedicated this live show to my mother, the late missionary Carolyn Louise Henderson, who we lost to metastatic breast cancer, stage 4, back on October 27, 2005, at the young age of 53. So, Mama, your oldest son, your first son, is doing his thing. I feel your spirit every day, all right? So, again, Facebook, YouTube, you guys have a great rest of your NFL football Sunday. Also, hope you have a great week. And we will see you on the other side and on the next report. I am out. Peace.